100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad ain't pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, while I point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. Two teams that have met at least twice a year since 1932. The Lions and Packers underway from Lambeau. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Set, 15, run, 15 run. Ready?
They'll run on first down. Swift, they'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Romeo Okwara in on the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Last one to 50. Mike 48. Mike Alpha.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Let's go. 60 outlaw. 3. You're out. Check 5.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check number 6. Check number 6.
Single receiver, single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there.
Check 13. Check 12.
Operating from the gun. Vance. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. Come on. You better bring it.
Here's Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now this throw caught left side. Well, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in because playing a receiver in the NFL.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Evan Ingram, 35 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
2nd and 11. They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Here we go. Set. 8, read. 5.
Out of the gun now on third down. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soft. Hey, I step up.
They'll drop the throw. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
10 logo. I got you. Hey, wahoo! Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's able to find Wallace. Trotty! Touchdown, Packers! A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
Let's go, baby.
That one good for 26 and a first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On first down, Johnson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Smith. On the ball, back.
They'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, box truck.
2nd and 4. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 16-yard line.
2nd and 6. His throw caught at about the 5. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Bartney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Pilot, 64, weak.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Punching it in from a yard away as they are now on the board here in the first half. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance. To return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
A'Shawn Robinson coming out of the University of Alabama. A big, physical, intimidating force who had to learn to play with more leverage. Otherwise, he was going to get blown off the ball in the NFL. Looks like he's learning his lessons after that play.
319.
Here we go. Check it inside.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, and it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
And he's got it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. General West.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? Second sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get one. That's memorable. Two? Hello.
Now, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Looking to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
First down, Lions.
Ready. Protein spill. 70. Indy. Snap.
They'll run on first down. Grant. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The 45-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down now. It's Grant, and he's got room. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 30 big ones.
A gain of 30. And the Lions first down.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll set up a throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson there to make the grab. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, take 26. Hey, Delta.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got his man on the crossing route. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
50. Hey, you block over here. Zoom. Get him. Hey, look at that.
Rodgers to throw once more. Looking downfield for Jones. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on.
Here we go.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
26.
The final shot before half for Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Here we go, D. All day, defense.
Rodgers going to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They will run with Grant. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And Stills bringing it in. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. This is Grant. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. 2nd and 9 now. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. It's their quarterback. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave 1 more off this lead. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20, as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers, he's going to sling this deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Taken in at the 11. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
First down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Come get some. Come on here. Any weapon. He don't want it. Check three. Check three. Check three. Sponge. 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 No, no, no. Hey, exit. Go.
2nd and 3. And he rifles one incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. But the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, there's your first ROI, right? Return on investment of their first-round pick. His first NFL sack. I know they want him to be an impact player right out of the gate.
A lot of pressure to put on a young man, but I think you agree he has the ability to deliver on it.
And he just did. Probably the first of many sacks in a long career.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish.
And this is caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A.J. Brown, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the...
And got his man complete. That one goes for 30 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
And Justin Coleman brings him down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 44. The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try and run for it with Jones. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. On first down, Akers. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Ashawn Robinson there on the stop. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 17-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. This will be caught just inside the 10. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. They'll try to run it in with Jones. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try again with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. This is taken at its 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Got it.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll run on first down. Swift. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 21-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Hey, orbit. Check 42's the mic. Now.
Here we go on second and 12. It's complete. Stills. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Stills. 79 yards. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. And that'll make this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Packers 47, Lions 28.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. Again, it's Jones. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Watch the slant.
Running right, Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40. And a cutback, right sideline. And finally taken down at the 34. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short gain down to about the 33. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Let's go.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Swift. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check, 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 check. 49, check 49, check 49. Recon, 132 fighter. Big Ripper.
On second down, Swift. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Let's go.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Tight end to the right, boys. Tight end to the right. Move.
They'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Too little, Captain. Check 99. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Hey, Alpha. Spike 51. Mike 51. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you 61. Matchbox. Get it.
They'll try to run this one into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Second and 1. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. It's third down and goal from the 1.
They've been stopped twice at the 1. Can they finally break through on third and goal? One final shot. They'll look to throw. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for Green Bay, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.